Welcome into Point Blank, brought to you by Fitz Roofing. I'm Brandon Strange. He is Joel Blank. Joel, good to see you. Pro Football Focus did an analysis of the similarity between Brandon Cook's game and that of Will Fuller. With Fuller's history of injuries, and he's going to actually be a free agent at the end of the season, could the thought be that Cooks would be the replacement to Fuller and not Hopkins?
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. I think that the more disturbing thing about the whole article was the fact that they run the same routes, they're basically the same kind of player, and you're looking at a 2-for-1 special and two guys trying to replace the productivity and all the statistics of DeAndre Hopkins. I think that the one thing that Bill O'Brien has done with the moves that he's made post DeAndre Hopkins is he's added some guys that have some speed, and we know that. We know what Fuller has already if he can stay healthy, and that's a big if. And now you've added a concussion-prone Brandon Cooks that can also do the same thing, but that's just the thing. Who's going to be the guy on third down? Who's going to be the guy that makes the big possessions when you just have to have a guy with trustworthy hands in traffic to pull down the catches that have to be made for this team to keep the sticks moving? You just don't know that. I mean, you've got a veteran-laden group right now that should be on paper pretty productive, but you just don't know how the roles are going to play out and who's going to step up. And the bigger thing and everything that we're talking about is who's going to stay healthy.
I do want to ask you about that and kind of who fills in those production roles. But before I do that, you were telling me before we went on air about a special that Fitz Roof is running right now.
Fitz Roofing's been absolutely great. We know that for all they've done with the station and SportsMap. But the bigger thing is now they're here for the people of Houston. They've always been for the people of Houston, now more so than ever before, because they want to keep their people busy. They want to keep everybody working so that they don't have to do what so many businesses have had to do. So what they're doing right now is if you call them at 832-521-3001 and get a free no obligation inspection, if there's just minor work to be done, they're going to take care of it for you at no charge because they want to keep their guys busy and they want to show they're dedicated to the people of Houston. You can also go to fitzroofing.com, but it's a great deal, and all you got to do is pick up the phone. 832-521-3001. It's Fitz Roofing, making a difference one home at a time.
Okay, so maybe maybe Cooks is a direct replacement for Fuller, but who replaces those third down catches? Because we know D-Hop was a big target for Deshaun down the stretch.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's what I'm really concerned about. And I think the bigger thing is when you look at everything that's going on with this team, you also hear rumors and rumblings that the next thing for Bill O'Brien might be to clear cap space. And if he has to do that, Kenny Stills is the first to go. Well, there's my first choice for the guy that's going to replace DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to take a guy that every time that they needed a big play and it wasn't DeAndre Hopkins, it was a touchdown for Kenny Stills, or it was a first down for Kenny Stills, or he was doing things that made this team better and moved the chains. If you get rid of him, that's another huge mistake and another big question mark for this team. So I think the bigger thing that you have to address is are you going to keep Kenny Stills? Because if you do, I think Kenny Stills is the guy that I would choose as the guy that's going to fill in and try and fill the shoes of D-Hop on big play opportunities and first downs that are needed on third down.